Okay, so Fox News just screwed up big time when it comes to the Columbus double homicide. RIP to Monique and RIP to Spencer. So they drop another 911 audio, and it's not from the night of the murder. It's actually from months prior that they're alleging, and it's actually alleged. It's actually longer. They're lying about the time frame as well. But listen to this audio because they're alleging that it is one of the victims calling 911, having a domestic situation with her husband, and this is what they're pushing out, and it's not true. But let's play the audio, and then we're going to come back.
Cattle.
Hello?
Hi, this is 911. We just got a hang-up call. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm okay. Sorry.
Okay, well, it sounds like you're crying. Do you need police, paramedics, or anything?
No, I'm okay. I promise. I'm just emotional. I'm okay. I don't need nothing.
Well, can I ask what had you call 911 in the first place? Like, were you having an argument with somebody?
Me and my man got into it, but I'm okay. I promise.
Did anything ever get physical?
No.
You guys were just arguing, nobody hit each other?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Well, I have the information here. I can go ahead and tell the officers to cancel hitting over to your address there.
Yes.
If anything changes, call us back.
Okay.
All right,
I'm sorry.
Okay, first things first, everyone go follow the Tepe Reddit page, right? This is where you're going to see the brother-in-law of Spencer in there confirming that this is not Monique and Fox News push false information. This is actually a young lady from years ago that freaked out on an edible in the household. So they just assumed. They put the ass in assume, y'all. And just like how Spencer's brother-in-law said right here, this is absolutely disgusting. And on top of that, not only him, it was actually friends of the family in the Reddit page right now saying, yo, that's not Mo. No way, that's Mo. I think this is like absolutely crazy that Fox News would just do this, would not research, would just assume, would post this, and the family of the victims are not happy about it. And this has a lawsuit written all over it. Now, another Reddit user put out a very interesting theory with the connection to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. I wonder and think it could possibly be connected to the parent of an affiliate of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. He did volunteer with them, and it could be possible there was an unstable connection to a child he helped out. Just a theory, of course. And honestly, it's a very, very interesting theory. And wow, I can't believe some of the stuff they find on this Reddit page, and now it puts us all in this wormhole. Now I'm looking into Big Sisters, Big Brothers, what kids, all this stuff, if there is anything there that we can find.
911, what's the location of your emergency? 1411 North 4th. Okay, 1411 North 4th. We've got several calls on that. What's changed since the last person I talked to?
There's a body.
There's a body inside?
Yeah.
December 30th, 2025, just before 10 a.m., in the Wineland Park neighborhood of Columbus, Ohio, on the 1400 block of North 4th Street, police respond to a welfare check after a local dentist fails to show up for work.
Our boss did not report to work. We haven't been able to get a hold of him for 3 hours. We are on site.
After co-workers alerted police and officers made entry into the home, they discovered Spencer and Monique Tepe deceased inside the residence, both suffering from apparent gunshot wounds.
Police are searching for a suspect in the murders of a husband and wife who they say were gunned down in their home while their children were inside. Authorities found the bodies of Spencer and Monique Tepe on Tuesday after responding to a welfare check. They say Spencer, a dentist, suffered from multiple gunshot wounds and Monique from at least one to the chest. Officials did not find a weapon at the scene, but did recover 9mm casings. There was no sign of forced entry.
Investigators quickly determined this was a double homicide, not a murder-suicide, noting there were no signs of forced entry, no weapon recovered at the scene, and nothing indicating a random break-in. Inside the home, their 2 young children were found alive and physically unharmed, adding another disturbing layer to the case. Police secured the scene, collected evidence, and began canvassing the neighborhood for surveillance footage. But as of now, no suspect or motive has been publicly identified.
Detectives are still going through a multitude of evidence, video footage, all that stuff, and you see that with our detective solve rates. They don't stop until they have this solved.
Hello, everybody. This is New Age Plug. You did it again. This is the YouTube Streets podcast, and let's go of everything we know about this case so far. So, Columbus police actually just released this video, and this is a person of interest. Now, if you look closely, it kind of looks like he's got a little bit of a limp to him, but besides that, he's actually doing a pretty good job of keeping his face covered, and I don't even know what race he is. And I honestly can't even say if it's a man. To me, it looks like a man, but these days you just never know. So why would somebody want to kill this beautiful couple? Why would this couple be targeted, right? That's going to be coming into question. Like, we're asking, what is the motive? Why would somebody do this? And it's crazy because I found this on X. It says that Monique got searched over 100 times before she actually got murdered. So was she the main target? That is the question. So the Tepe murders on Reddit. This is a new subreddit, and this is a great post because this is clearing up a lot of disinformation that's getting pushed out right now. So basically, Monique has an ex by the name of Michael D. McGee and was married to him in 2015 and divorced in 2017. Now, these people on the internet are actually pointing a finger at him and thinking he's the one that did this, and it's crazy with no evidence. Now, no DV charges are filed because they were saying there was a restraining order, but that is standard for Ohio cases. On the court documents, there's no date of criminal charges that could possibly be related to Michael McGee. So this dude doesn't have anything on his record, and people were already pointing a finger at him. Now, I'm not saying this or that because we don't know. This case is still open. But I will say this. People need to, take a step back and, before you put out misinformation, really look into what you're doing because this is crazy work. Like, this person is assuming right here that the ex, they might have had some issues with the ex because Spencer showed up late to work. He was a dentist, right? So I worked at a veterinarian clinic for 8 years. I was a veterinary technician. When the vet was, let's just say my veterinarian was late. We know her. She owns the building. If she's late to an appointment and she's not answering the phone, yeah, there is an issue. 100% there's an issue because they know the professionalism. They know that they don't want to lose their clients. They got to get there. Unless there's an emergency, something happened, they're going to be there and they're just going to leave when they want to leave. They come and they go. That's how that works. So for this post to say, how would they go there, after an hour? Listen, if he didn't show up and he has a regimen and he's always there all the time, of course people will be like, you know what? Let's go pull up because this doesn't make sense. Now, this is a tragic murder that had 2 kids in the household that honestly probably witnessed this or, seen the aftermath of what happened, and it's going to literally scar them for not having their parents for the rest of their lives. So they made a GoFundMe. Now, the GoFundMe is almost at its goal, but I believe they should make the goal higher. I mean, for these children, you have people out here giving Luigi Mangione almost $3 million, right? $2 million, whatever he got. And then they put a goal of 200,000. I respect them being humble, but this is where the donation should go to. Like, fuck Luigi Mangione, fuck Brian Koberger, like all these people that donate to killers and they can't even donate to this family. It's just sick. Now, there's a YouTube video going around of a photographer, a videographer that actually videoed the wedding of Spencer and Monique, and it's honestly one of the most beautiful things you could see on the internet because, it shows how much they actually loved each other, and it's tragic, man. It really is. This video, I recommend everybody to watch it because it kind of just sums up how happy these two were together and how much they loved each other. It's crazy. It really is, and it's tragic. Now, the few channels that have already been covering this case have gotten some stuff wrong. I mean, they're putting false jackets on people. They're not doing the proper research because there's multiple Michael McGees. One of the most controversial things of this case so far has been the 911 calls. They're saying that the dispatcher was very impatient and rude to the people that were calling 911 when they found the couple dead inside the home. Now, some people say you don't know the pressure of this job and they can treat people however they want to be treated. But some people say, it was very unprofessional. Now, let's play this audio one more time because we played it in the beginning of the video, but I want y'all to hear it again. Let me know what you think.
Our boss did not report for work. We haven't been able to get a hold of him for 3 hours. We are on site and we can hear. Okay, I just talked to somebody there. Okay, I'm just making sure somebody called. 911, what's the location of your emergency? 1411 North 4th. Okay, 1411 North 4th. We've got several calls on that. What's changed since the last person I talked to?
There's a body.
There's a body inside?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get you on the line with the medic, okay? Stay on the line.
Now let's talk about Columbus, Ohio, because Columbus, Ohio does have a high crime rate. And this young lady right here, Mountain Tier Mama, describes how Columbus, Ohio is, from her personal experience.
So I've lived in Ohio for almost 4 years now, and I avoid Columbus at all costs because it really is just a shithole full of crime and liberal lunatics. But I've also heard people complain about the police department up there, and I kind of figured it was like other bigger cities where people just bitch, but no, that's not the case. I have definitive proof about why people do not like the police department up there. On Tuesday, Spencer Tepe, 37, and Monique Tepe, his wife, 39, were found dead in their home in Columbus. He is a dentist. Their murders were discovered after co-workers called 911 to report that he failed to show up to work. That specifically is an issue near and dear to my heart because my own sister's murder was discovered only because her co-workers knew there was something off that morning and called the police, where they went and discovered their murder-suicide. This, in fact, was not a murder-suicide. They are saying that each person had multiple gunshot wounds, which rules out a murder-suicide. And they haven't said much about the case since then. They've not posted or talked about any leads or updates, but their young children were in the home at the time of the murders and they were unharmed. Now, when these 911 calls came out, I was furious. Columbus, you need better 911 operators. These bitches have no business being 911 operators, period. And they are nothing but bitches. I want you to listen to these calls and think about how you would feel if you were the one making these 911 calls. Columbus Dispatch, Columbus Police Department, you failed these people. Point blank, period, and there's absolutely no excuse for it. People do not randomly go around all damn day long stalking their employees just because they don't show up for work. That was not what was happening. That is not what is happening in society every day. You failed. Those 911 operators either need to be retrained or fired. And I'm going to request body camera footage from this case to see exactly what happened when that police officer went out there and supposedly didn't hear anything and left that scene. I'm sure other people and channels have already requested it, but since I live in Ohio, I should be able to get my hands on it. I want to know what happened when those cops went out there.
Now, I went digging, and I don't know if you guys noticed, in this whole video, I'm showing stuff that hasn't been shown, or I'm correcting stuff that other YouTubers are putting out that's false information. Now, this video is important. I feel like this is a banger video, and I feel like it's important, so we're going to end it with this. This is Jen Miller, and she actually knew the family. Her sister was actually really good friends with Monique, and she actually knew Monique herself. So let's get straight in this video, and we're going to end this way. Make sure y'all hit the like button, smash, share out. The more shared, the more information, and hopefully this family does get justice.
Hey y'all, if you're seeing this video and you have any connection to Columbus, Ohio, I need you to stay. My name's Jen Miller, and I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. And this week, one of my sister's childhood friends and her husband were murdered in their own home. The Columbus police still don't have a suspect as of making this video and are actively looking for tips, specifically video, from the local community in Columbus, Ohio to help. If you know anyone in the Wineland Park area of Columbus, Ohio, with cameras, a business, Airbnb, anything, we need them to check their cameras and we need them to do it quickly. You can use this QR code to upload video or provide anonymous tip without creating an account, and the more that is gathered, the better. Monique was truly effervescent, a warm light in any room, and through my sister's friendship, I was lucky to get to know her growing up and spend time around her, and she always made everyone feel welcome, and truly nobody deserves this end. I'd encourage anybody following this like a true crime situation to be conscious of the fact that this is actively ongoing and these are amazing people who didn't deserve this, and the speculation doesn't help. Information does. I want to pass along this note from my sister.
Now, this is the note from her sister, Katie Miller, and basically Katie's saying that her dad was the soccer coach, and they haven't talked in the last couple of years, but they're one of those kind of friends that no matter what happens, like if they haven't talked in a year, if they've seen each other, they're going to go crazy, they're going to hug each other, they're going to catch up. We are going to continue with updates on this case. RIP to the victims, condolences to those little children and the rest of the family.